So, meron naman po tayong DepEd Memorandum number 17 series of 2025. Released po siya last February 7, 2025. So, ito ay yung interim guidelines for the Department of Education Performance Management and Evaluation System for teachers in the school year 2024-2025. So, ano po ba yung nandito, no? So, nakalagay dito sa number 1 niya, yun nga na 'di ba nag-commit sila na magkakaroon sila ng support sa teachers kasi nga kailangan na ng bagong guidelines na nagkaroon sila ng suspension dun sa previous guidelines natin yun sa DepEd Order number 8 series of 2023. So ito na yun yung parang kanilang sagot. Pero dahil nga may comprehensive guidelines, no, sa revisions nito, gumawa muna sila, nag-issue muna sila nitong interim guidelines, no, for the teacher's performance ngayong 2024 to 2025. So, ito ay nakalagay dito sa number 3 ay nagli-lift ng suspension, no, of the implementation nga nung DepEd Order number 61 series of 2024. So, yung guidelines nga ng previous year na nakalagay din sa DepEd Order number 8 series of 2023, yung multi-year guidelines. So, this memorandum daw shall cover all the teachers ng public school, secondary, and elementary, pati na rin yung teachers ng madrasa, special needs, and special science teachers. So, ito rin ay guidelines, no, for teachers na i-implement ito ngayong fourth quarter lang ng school year 2024-2025. So, ito ay yung mga activities nito, related activities nito ay magte-take effect lang. Siyempre, yung mga activities covered ng paglabas ng memo na to. So, ibig sabihin, yung mga activities or mga ano ng mga hindi pa nilabas ang memo nito ay hindi po kasama dito. Tapos yung mga lahat ng provisions ng DepEd Order number 8 series of 2023 are not affected by these guidelines. And then, yung information na ito ay syempre galing pinirmahan po ng ating Department of Education Secretary. So, ito po yun, no? Yung performance management evaluation cycles. So, performance and planning, ganun pa rin. Pero ito ay medyo mabilis ang phasing kasi nga fourth quarter lang po siya. Alright, so ito yung phase 1. So, dapat ay nai-release na itong copy na ito, no? Yung target niya, beginning the fourth quarter. And then, the full period classroom observation shall start na anytime in this fourth quarter. So, kung ano yung deadline sa inyo ng schools. Yan, coaching sessions, mentoring, assessment, yan. Tapos, yung gagawa na tayo ng IPCRF. And then, the finalization of the developmental plan. So, ito naman, yung performance management and evaluation of teachers shall use the PPST tools. Ganun pa rin naman, no? PPST tools pa rin ang gagamitin for proficient and highly proficient teachers. Siyempre, yung proficient teachers, expected sila, no, to be professionally independent in all the application skills for teaching and learning process. Ganun din, of course, yung mga highly proficient teachers or yung mga master teachers. Ganun pa rin naman, master teachers. And there. For the school year 2024-2025, yung set ng PPST na i-observe, no, per objectives are medyo iba, no? 14 objectives lang yung nandito kasi. Merong mga non-observable indicators pa rin at saka observable indicators. Pero yung plus factor, wala dito sa list, no? So, meron tayong 14 objectives. Makikita natin yung objectives 2, tapos 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yun yung mga non-observable. And the rest is observable indicators. Sa master teachers naman, maraming non-observable, no? So, yung 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, and so on. So, ibig sabihin yung observable lang sa master teachers yung 1, 3, 5, and the 7. Okay, paano natin i-assess yung PPST-based objective? So, it will focus more on the demonstration and achievement of the PPST classroom observable indicators and the non-classroom observable indicators. Okay, translated siya sa mga objectives na sinabi natin kanina. 1 or 2 full, okay, period classroom observables shall be required para i-assess tayong lahat, no? Pero mayroon tayong option 1 and option 2, sabi dito. Yung option 1, full, okay, classroom within the 4th quarters distributed across 2 observations. So, 2 beses ka. Pero kung kaya mo naman, no, na ipakita lahat sa isang observation yung lahat ng classroom observable indicators, isang demonstration mo lang. Isang teaching period mo lang, no? So ito 'yon. So full and second full. Yan. Pero kung kaya naman natin na i-full lahat in one full cycle, lahat ng objectives ng classroom observable ay ipapakita natin during our class. Okay, so prerequisite and consequential teaching learning materials, ganun pa rin, no? Instructional materials natin, assessment materials, makikita, lesson plan, of course. Okay, documents considered as means of verification and proof of demonstration and achievement of the objective shall not be required to be organized in a physical portfolio. So, ibig sabihin, hindi tayo nito magpapasa ng portfolio natin. However, teachers are encouraged to have their own repository of teaching learning materials document to facilitate the accessibility and resource sharing. So, si rater na ninyo, yung bahala kung paano niya i-rate or i-collect yung inyong mga documents for the non-observable indicators. So, syempre, meron ulit tayong pre-observation. Yan, mag-mentoring muna si rater and the ratee. Okay, yung default mode nito is face-to-face. However, kung magkakaroon ng circumstances na kailangan ninyong magkaroon ng online, ganun pa rin, no, asynchronous and during the LAC sessions. So, meron pre-observation conference muna, ganun pa rin naman, no, submission of the lesson plan and the actual observation. Ganun pa rin yung guidelines nito sa actual observation. And meron pa rin post-observation, yung individual rating, tapos may post-con kayo, may post-con. Kung may inter-observer agreement, yan, pwede to. May mga exercises and agreement naman tayo dyan, may forms din tayo. And then may post-con nga po. So, assessment of the non-classroom observable, ito na yung sinasabi natin kanina, no? So, mga requirements or mga ginagawa natin during the LAC sessions. Ayan, may mga ganun tayo, no? Pwede natin i-discuss yun doon sa ating mga teachers, if you are the master teacher or the rater. Okay, no portfolio of performance assessment shall be collected. Yan. Pero nga, magpapakita tayo ng ating mga proof as evidence na na-meet natin yung mga non-observable indicators na yon. So, of course, we should strengthen our teachers, no, by coaching, mentoring, and performance monitoring for the rater, no, frequent short period and walkthrough of this new memorandum follow-up, no, and collaboration, documentation, regular monitoring. Ayan din naman yung mga ginagawa natin. So, ito yung computation niya. Well, actually, meron na naman siya talagang ayan, yung Excel file kung makikita natin. So, ipakita ko lang ng konti dito. Nakita. Ayan, andito na rin naman, no, yung kanyang mga materials para dito and all. So, hindi na natin kailangan pang mag-alala kung paano siya i-compute. Okay, so may computation na nga siya kasi may computation na siya. Alright, ito yan, ganyan. I-encode na lang natin yan doon and then meron na siyang lalabas agad na computation. So, yan, ito for a rater, yun, yung sa classroom observable, classroom observation talaga siya. Sa non-classroom observables, objective 2, one of the following, lesson plan lang din po yan, or activity sheet. For objective 10 ng non-observable, any of the following. Yan, for form of implementation learning program. So ito, hindi naman talaga na dapat ikaw yung gumawa, no? Kung naging part ka nun, yung master teacher mo nagpagawa ng mga ganito. So, ilalagay mo lang din dyan yung certificate of appreciation or certificate of appearance mo or attendance mo. Yan. O kaya, kung meron kayong program na nandun yung pangalan mo, yan yan. So, objective 11, the following communication letter. Yan. Minutes of consultative meeting with the parents, yan, or with the teachers, project or plan. So, anyone with the following ulit, mga minutes, ayan. Kaya dapat yung mga minutes natin, again, this transpired after the release of this memo, ha. Ibig sabihin, yung mga previous natin ay hindi na po siya kasali. So, yung mga ano lang, pang fourth quarter. Okay, pang fourth quarter lang. Okay po. Ayan. Next, objective 14, accomplishment report, reflection, journal entry. Yan. Yan yung sa pang proficient teachers, teachers 1 to 3. Sa master teachers naman po, ayan, dahil ang dami nating mga non-classroom observable, yung objective 2 to 12, ito lang yon. Yan, any one of the following. Proof of attendance, na nag-coach tayo, nag-mentor, minutes notes, reflection notes, performance and monitoring. Ayan. Tapos objective 11, synthesis evaluation program of the project. Ayan. Learning environment. Ayan. Evaluation report and implementation and reflection note. Okay, so ganun pa rin naman, no, kung sino yung rating natin. Same pa rin po. Submission yan. Ito may mga deadline dito eh. I-upload yung EIPCRF tool natin, yung pinakita ko po kanina. Yan, ipapasa lang natin sa ating mga ICT officers, ICT coordinators, and kung sino po yung nagko-collect nito. Ganun pa rin. May timeline ng submission. So sabi dito, starting na nitong end of the fourth quarter yung submission up until the first month of the opening of the classes next school year. Pero dahil may 1 month nga tayo, di ba, na pahinga. So dapat end of fourth quarter ay mapasa na natin to. Kung ayaw natin magpa-istorbo, ayan. Ito yung mga tools. No, makikita din naman natin ito sa Bitly na ito. Or yan, andito na rin po siya. For more questions, just comment down below. Thank you very much.